Hey guys, it's Star the Flippin' Hippo. Thank you for joining us on our YouTube channel at Flippin' Hippos. Today is Monday, July the 9th, and that means it's time for one thing. What sold on eBay? You guys, we did not have a very exciting week. Ever since they changed the sales and then they changed them back again, we have been roller coastering to the lowest and the highest we have seen since we began the roller coaster of the summer slowdown. There was a day we had one sale, then we had 22 sales over the holiday. So I'm just going to quickly go over the amount of packages we send out every day like I usually do, and then I'm going to show you some highlights of the week of what sold. I'm only going to show you hard goods this week. So all of the clothes that we did sell, what we did manage to move on eBay, was all bread and butter this week. I looked through, I didn't see one article of clothing that was more than $20. So that means we sold all bread and butter clothing, which is great. Bread and butter pays the bills. And then those clothing items that go for more, those are always just icing on the cake, as well as most of the hard goods are extra icing. So in light of it being summer slowdown and everyone seeing a halt on their sales, and some people are still not able to run sales, I'm just going to show you all of our plush that sold last week. And that actually was all of our hard goods. I think there's a Nerf gun I'm going to show you too, just to kind of give you an idea. I know I harp Nerf guns in the summer. If you can find them at the yard sales for $1, pick them up. If you can find a bin of them for a couple bucks or $10 for a whole giant bin, pick them up. They're going to move. They go for good money. You guys know I'm always preaching about my plush. I love my plush. They're slow like clothes, but the return on investment is really good. And I also have noticed that in the summer slowdown for clothing, I have a pickup for plush. From the month of May until about August of last year, I sold a lot of plush. There was a slowdown. A couple more than normal went at the end of the fourth quarter, and then they just kind of went the way of being long tail and just a couple at a time. And then this year, again, I'm just seeing an influx of plush. So I don't know what it is. When people stop buying clothes, they're buying stuffed animals. I don't know. But I'm not going to highlight any of the clothes we sold. Like I said, again, there are bread and butter. You guys can go through my older videos, and longtime viewers, you know what our bread and butter is. It's basically mall brands that we find for 99 cents. But I will show you our exciting plush that went, the one Nerf gun, and I'm going to talk about my packages in just a second. I want to show you right here, we are down 22.7% from the last 31 days. So anybody out there that's having slow sales, you are not alone. We are also down. But compared to last year, over here, we are up 61.3%. So we're doing better than last year. We're down from the last 31 days. Last year we were new, so you would expect that we're doing better. We are doing better on Posh and Mercari, and even Bonanza had a sale. That was weird. So I do encourage everyone to keep posting on eBay, keep listing. I meant to say not posting. Keep listing on eBay, keep cross-posting to those other platforms, and keep at it. You have to keep at all of them every single day to get the payout. When it comes, it's amazing. We are noticing that our cross-posting is picking up eBay slack. So that being said, last Monday we had 30 packages go out total. 27 of those were eBay, 2 for Posh, 1 for Mercari. On Tuesday was the day that we had one package go out. July 3rd, last Tuesday, one sale. It was on eBay, and I don't even know what happened because we were new last year in April, and by the time the end of May, beginning of June rolled around, we didn't see a day where we sold less than 3, like for over a year, and then suddenly we had one. Then it was the 4th of July, was the holiday. The day after the holiday, we had 22 sales on eBay. So I don't know if people get drunk on holidays and shop or what they're doing, but we had 22 out the door for eBay and 1 Posh sale on Thursday. And Friday, I had 5 on eBay, and that was the day we sold 1 on Bonanza. And then this weekend, it's going to sound like amazing to most of you, but for us, this is really slow. We're just grateful for what we have. We got 23 packages out the door for eBay today and 6 for Posh. So that's a total of 29 sales over the weekend. 29 sales over the weekend for us is kind of bad. We should be moving like 46 to 50 or more. But again, we sold 6 on Poshmark, which we're still basically new on, so that is an exciting thing. And it kind of helped pick up the slack from eBay. So, that being said, just real quickly, we're going to look at some of my plush that sold. I don't want to keep you guys too long tonight. You all need to get back to listing, taking your pictures, cross-posting. We all need to keep busy so we can sell as much as we can, right? So here's Sesame Street Snuffleupagus. He's a tiny one. He's only 9 inches long, so he's not very big. Actually, when I picked him up out of the bag, he fit in my hand, and I have very small hands, and I said, wow, he's so small, and someone paid $12 for him? Well, they do when they're recognizable characters like this and have these nice tags that are authentic. So he did go for $12. This is a Disney Winnie the Pooh. This is a lower end Winnie the Pooh. He's only 12 inches, which is a foot. Sounds pretty big. He is Disney on his tag, but he's not Disney authentic theme parks or Walt Disney World. He's not Disney Store. He's not a special Pooh. He's just the plain Pooh with his red shirt. So these do only fetch 10 right now when you run the comps. I have a feeling some of the Pooh plushes have been in a race to the bottom, and we may see an increase on that as we get closer to August and after August when the release of the movie with Ewan McGregor comes out. So I'm still stocking our store and buying as much Pooh plush as I can find, and I hope the prices go up. But even for these smaller ones like him, I paid 50 cents for him out of the bin at the Goodwill, so that's still a good return on investment. And I forgot to tell you about Snuffy over here. He was 50 cents as well. Here's another Winnie the Pooh and Friends. This is an Eeyore. He's really cute, look. He's wearing a hat and a sweater. He had some flaws with his tail. Like the string was coming loose there, but he is a Disney Store exclusive. We picked him up from the Benz. That was, if those of you that have been around for a long time remember the story I told about the bins just full of Eeyore stuff that one time. He was one of them. I think by weight I probably paid $1 for him. He went for 18. He was first class. This is SpongeBob SquarePants friend, the starfish, Patrick. He's been around for like a year. I remember my son finding him last year. I don't know why he didn't move sooner. He's smaller, he's 7 inches, but he is an official TY SpongeBob plush. I did get $10 for him when he finally sold, so I was okay with sitting on him. He came out of a lot, like a giant bag of plush that my son had found for a couple bucks. It ended up like each plush inside was like 3 to 5 cents or something. So I was just glad to finally see him go. I don't know that I would pick up any more of these unless I found SpongeBob at the same time so I could lock them up. This is the Holy Bears American Veterans Bear. He has also been around forever, ever. I remember him from a yard sale last year. I think I paid maybe 50 cents for him. I think he may have came from the place where we got all the Scooby-Doos. Not sure, I can't quite remember, but I know he came from a yard sale, and I feel like we paid 50 cents for him. They did pay the full asking price of $12. We put this one in a little box for those of you that are curious. Everyone else I've shown you tonight went in a poly bag. This guy had several hang tags going on here on his arm and his ear. So I did put him in a tiny little box, but he still went for first class. Here's the Nerf gun, but we're going to skip around back over here and finish the plush out. This is a Peter Rabbit. He's 12 inches, so he's a foot tall. He actually went relatively fast. My son found him at the beginning of the season this year. Found him at the Goodwill. I almost said the yard sales. That's why I said the seasons. But no, he did find him at the Goodwill. He was 50 cents. He had the official Nickelodeon, the Peter Rabbit. He has a little mailbag. He's Gund. Gund is a very good brand, especially with Sesame Street plush, guys. There's your bolo. So he was Gund. He was official Nickelodeon. He was just super, super cute. He was 50 cents. I said, sure. So he's been in the store maybe for a month, if that, because I didn't get around to listing him right away. And he went for $13. He went in a poly bag, first class. This is one of our Nerf guns. We found another lot. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you can find lots of these, it's great. We found a big Rubbermaid tote. Most of you are familiar with them. It's what most of us store our clothing in. They had it full to the brim of this and just other doinky toys that weren't anything we're gonna try to flip. But the important part was there was tons of Nerf guns in the bin, and they had a tag on it, all for 10. It was definitely worth it. This one sold full price at 16. It was a little bit of a hassle to box a box together to ship it, but they're always worth it. And I'm going to show you one piece of clothing, last but not least. Those of you that are longtime viewers will remember this Eli Cattleman men's Western shirt. It is a gorgeous shirt. It's pearl snap, red and white striped. It's been sold and returned to us twice now for size. So we're hoping the third time is a charm and this guy has found his forever home and somebody's enjoying wearing him. If he comes back, I'll let you guys know. Down below in the comments, let me know how your guys' sales have been. Have they gone up since they redid the fact that we can do sales back to back? Have they gone down and not come back up? How are things going for you with the summer slowdown? Are you selling more hard goods? Are you cross-posting? What are you doing to make ends meet? Let me know. And do me a favor, smash that like button if you would. If you haven't already and you would like to, please subscribe to our channel and help us feed a hungry hippo. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We are at Flippin' Hippos. Until next time, you guys have a good night.